when it comes down to actually determining salary, there's not that costing that goes on. That's in a closed floor room. And you're doing labor negotiations. It's a. I hear what you're saying absolutely for a public narrative, but the reality is that these terms get negotiated in closed rooms with negotiators.
Should we be focusing our efforts more to Los Angeles?
I'm not going to tell you what to do with your time.
Right.
I'm saying that the city council.
I know that would be a harder battle, right? Because they obviously want to keep their jobs.
What I'll tell you is that you and other folks in the city have pushed the council pretty far, and we're going as far as we can go right now. And the way that government is split out, so that power is in different buckets, so that not one person can make all the decisions. There's other people that you also have to engage.
So I don't think policing has really been brought up in this conversation. I mean, yes, but no. Right? They can host it.
Yeah. And the other guys
I would love to have a conversation with you guys.
Sure.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm trying to keep 6 feet, but also here.
So, how is the city trying to deal with all of the lawsuits that are coming between people who are getting tear gas, between people who are getting hurt by the cops? I just feel like there's a lot of lawsuits coming in. Like, how are we going to pay for that? Is that the taxpayers paying for that?
That's one of
Jenny Durkin's personal payment?
So one of the amendments that I've brought forward is asking those very questions. I'm working with Councilmember Herbold to say one of the reports that PD has to report to me for them to be able to use their budget is for them to tell me how many payouts that they've had to pay out, and other demographic information regarding that. So again, the way that power is split out amongst many people, the city attorney is a separately elected official. I'm not a lawyer, thank God, but so I don't have that information at my fingertips.
Would be a better person to ask.
Who?
So maybe Lewis would be a better
Yeah, he's
person
a
to
lawyer.
ask.
Yeah, he actually works for the city attorney, so he probably does have a better idea. But I'll tell you, it's going to be a lot of money.
Yeah, I have a related question to that.
Yeah, thank you.
If they've dumped that much tear gas and other chemical agents into the streets, I assume that's entered the waterways. Is the city going to be paying up for what I assume will be copious environmental lawsuits, or is that going to be the cops?
Those are good questions.
Because
so the cops are let's be honest about what government is. The cops are part of the city.
Right.
So even if they're paying out, it's splitting hairs. I mean, the city will be paying. But.
And in the new amendment for the weapons, the weapons ban, right? Like, as of last Saturday, if we would have had that in effect, it would have been $10,000 for everybody that was hit with tear gas or right? $10,000 owed to each person injured. One trauma's psych today on her Facebook.
Oh, I don't.
Okay. So if that would have been the case, that's $10,000 per person that would like to go to city council and say, I was injured in a protest, here are my scars, here are my bruises. They could have gone to education, or they could have done every lawsuit, essentially. It's money that could be better spent in the city. All because we're trying to manage the cops from assaulting their people, right? So how are we missing the logic there and the connection of, like, wow, we've got a big problem with this cops going after our citizens. And it's going to be reflected in, like, already the ACLU has begun, right? If the city is trying to pay up for those, that's lost money that we could have used.
Yep.
Because they missed the name.
I guess specifically my question is, I understand that the money is fungible, but if you're going to be saying we do technically have two buckets here, one is education and one is the cops, are we going to say that, well, we have to pay this money because we poisoned the waterway? Are we going to take that out of the education, or are we going to take that out of the cops, or are we just going to bring everything down?
There's a whole separate fund for payouts.
Okay.
And then just because we're on the topic of how they separate government, I'm just going to keep going down on it, which is that the teachers are paid out by the state.
Okay.
So the city doesn't fund education.
Right.
The city of Seattle does have that we do fund education, and it only started about 6 to 8 years ago. So, and it's only extras on top. So that's the state. So, and I'm not trying to pass the buck. I guess I'm just trying to be real.
No, I understand that.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
I actually wanted to ask. I wanted to ask you about education.
Yeah.
So I don't know how I live in like a poor district. I don't know how like there are some schools that are clearly just like way shittier than others.
Yeah.
And like how can we change that? How can we make it to where kids in Seattle like schools are getting the same price per child? Not like rural are spending a ton of money and then like South Seattle getting like no good schools. So like how does that? I want to do something for that, but I have no idea where to start and stuff. Do you know like why some schools are so underfunded and others aren't?
So again, so the Seattle School District are again separately elected officials, and their funding comes from the state government, who are also separately elected officials. So you've got state legislators making choices about how much money goes to each district, and then at the district level, then there's the board of directors who make additional decisions. And then what's unique about Seattle, what I was talking about with us funding education, is that from our family's education and early learning levy, we provide extra dollars to schools that are being underfunded. So that's the way that the city's trying to right this wrong. The other way to do it is, PTAs like the PTA support is disproportionate depending on what school you go to. And I know that I don't have kids, but I know that some
it sucks. It's crazy that like kids aren't getting equal education. It's pretty heartbreaking that like this is full-time job now. So Seattle trying to make up the difference for underfunded schools, like allocating already but like it has to be changed at the state level.
State and school board.
So school board, you said like at a district level, so the state says how much money goes to each district. And then in Seattle, like one district, I don't know about Seattle's one.
We're school district number 1.
Okay. Wow. Okay. So then, the state says, okay, we're getting this much money from Seattle schools. And then our elected school officials of some type then decide how much money goes out from there.
That's my understanding. But again, I'm not a parent or a school board member. So.
Already on some that are on the board as well. The city council budget. It's it. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I was just looking at that last night.
Did you? Okay. Yeah. It's a whole other big issue, and I want to. Okay. Well, that's been important.
Yeah.
What's
I have a question. I assume you know our favorite band.
Give them to me.
Me? I was gonna do it for you. I was like,
Do you find SPD how much?
50% at least to Black communities. All the protesters. No new youth jail.
What do we want for number 5?
Jenny Durkin to resign. Are we leaving out the 6th one?
We want freedom. So we have 5 very concrete documents. Defund by 50% at least, and then we're coming with more. There's money for Black communities. Free all protesters from all charges. No new jail, and we just want we want it done. So we have those 5 demands. In your personal opinion, do you believe that we will be fully successful with these demands? Are there any demands that you're like, I'm not sure that we're going to get that?
Depends on how long people pressure up.
Well, we're gonna be here
Every day?
Every day!
Every day?
Every day!
Are we tired?
No!
Are we just getting started?
Yeah!
So we're for long term. So if you're looking at these five demands and you're thinking like, oh yes, we can totally close these out in a year. This is going to take forever. What is your confidence level that our demands will be fulfilled?
So again, I'm going to talk about disaggregation of power into different levels, right? So, number one, I think that we can be successful in the fall budget. I don't think that we can be successful in this budget, in the rebound. I'm just going to be honest with you.
Okay, I am asking for your opinion as an insider. So
Yeah.
what do you think will happen? What's your best prediction?
So again, it depends on how long you keep the pressure up. That's the real answer. Sustained. We look at movements from a historical lens, and sustained movements get the demand.
Yes. So you feel like you do foresee us cutting the 2021 Seattle SPD budget by 50%.
From the numbers that I've seen right now, there's a pathway. Now there's also a lot of legalese that I wasn't going to bullshit you with earlier, which is, we're going to cut 100 officers, and then that's going to go into lawsuits, that's going to go into arbitration, that's going to go into all of these different things, and that process will determine what we can do in September. I mean, that's like, I'll be honest with you.
Okay, so you think that we can get that demand met, but it's not going to happen?
I see a pathway there, but again, like if come September 5th, nobody's marching anymore.
We'll be.
I mean, I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Okay. That feels kind of bothersome in the sense that, like, if you're just going to defend it because we won't stop harassing the city, that means that you guys also don't know what your police are and what they're about, right? Like, if it's going to be, you know what I mean? Like,
politicians can only move as far as the public will push them. I said that to you the last time we talked, and you didn't like when I said that. It's the truth.
I didn't say it. So, do you mean that in the sense that there's people out there who don't want to do it, and we're only going to be able to strong arm them if we can?
I haven't seen them on council, but no, I haven't seen them at council.
Okay.
But
Yeah, I know. Shit, 'cause all that shit.
are you all the ones that keep going to Deborah's house? Well,
You can't confirm or deny.
Okay, well, you just be nice to her.
We're nice.
All right.
I'm like, I'm sorry, but is being called a bitch the worst thing that's ever happened to you? Because I'm sorry, the first time I found out I was black, I got told you don't serve niggers here. That's some shit, and that keeps happening again. So I'm sorry. Get on the right side of history. But that's not us. Can't confirm or deny.
Okay, just,
But we're nicer.
Yeah. She means a lot to me.
Just a
she
little.
means a lot to me.
Can you tell her to come outside and have a chat?
I will ask her next time I talk to her.
Because
She's also got MS. I mean, I don't know if I'm supposed to be saying that. Like,
Yeah.
so there's like,
we feel we're nice.
well, it's a health thing.
Yeah.
Because she's got an autoimmune issue.
Okay.
So that if she does come outside, you guys got to give her 20 feet.
We'll give her
Not
2
six.
We can Zoom call with her.
We can do a bullhorn.
Whatever you want. I'm just saying, like,
We can make like a
take care of her for me, will you?
Yeah, we will.
That's
If
you
she
guys have
takes
these asks of me. That's my only ask of you. Take care of Debbie.
Yeah, definitely.
I got a question.
I got hands right here.
So if the council does potentially successfully initiate a process to defund SPD by 50%, do you think the potential exists for potentially litigious retribution by SPOG? And
Yep. I mean, it's to the point where these officers that we're talking about laying off right now, we could be legally required to rehire them and pay them back.
and where would that money go? Like what pot would that money go?
From their budget. That's why we can't. We've stopped we're going to stop their ability from spending their money, which is why they have to wait till it's off. But we can't use that money until we know that we're not going to have to pay them back. That's where the $17 million is coming from. Because we can't take it out of the budget to pay out the because a real, like there's a legal reality that we will have to hire those officers back and pay them back.
Right. So
We're taking a big hit.
because our
I'm just being completely honest.
understood, because our thought process behind that is not just the defund 50%, but the reallocation of the budget opportunities. But from what you're saying is that could potentially be delayed even if it does happen.
The money won't go.
Right.
So we end up just taking it away from them.
Right.
What is the legal reality that will require? Like what? We don't know. We don't know. Okay. We're falling into uncharted territory.
So was this initial rebalancing? So this initial rebalancing of the budget was already in.
This is the first time and only time I've ever seen
And only time, and that was already going to be happening because of COVID.
Correct.
Right?
It has
It
nothing
wasn't
to do
even
with
going to be
it.
happening because of like the George Floyd.
Nothing to do with it.
Do you think that it would have been on the table at all, like had COVID not been like already opening up that door for it? Like,
For the rebound?
yeah, like
If COVID hadn't happened, rebound.
so defunding SPG probably wouldn't have even been lying to people. Like,
I don't know. You tell me. Knowing the UTL's been going on for years.
oh, so that, it's all been going on for years. I was just asking, was COVID the door that opened that it being talked about?
It opened it to being talked about for 2020. So my best guess is that you would have kept pushing us, but you would have had to push us into September and through September because that's when the actual budget was talking about. That's why also there's not very much money to cut because we're at the end of a 2-year budget cycle. What are those? I hate to be such a downer.
No, we live honestly. I don't like people giving me breadcrumbs because that's what the city does all the time. They give you some breadcrumbs and you're like, yes! And then you give up and then it's like, nothing ever happens. So I like the honesty and I like that you suggested we can do this.
Just be nice to Deborah.
We can do that.
That's all I'm asking.
We will be nice. We will refrain from the. I think last time we went there, I did say. Well, last time my friend of a friend.
Will you bring her flowers?
They did. I left her flowers on her lawn. Did she forget? And hot Cheetos. Did she forget to mention?
Hot Cheetos, that's true. Don't throw hot Cheetos at Deborah.
I didn't throw them. I spelled them out in Summer
Oh,
Taylor's
God,
name.
yeah. I see that. No, but I'm serious. Bring her some flowers next time, will you? Yeah. And not like, oh, I mean, that's my only request. That's my only request.
Anybody else who's on board, like, yeah, we can bring you some flowers. But like, why are you on board? Why not? Why? I know you can't answer that either, so that's what we're trying to get down to the bottom. We talked to Alex Peterson today, which is the other person who hasn't publicly committed to defund this.
So you said hasn't.
Has not publicly committed to it, at least.
He didn't even commit to it
On the phone, yeah. So, he's not going to get it.
Well, yeah. I don't know. Bring
But we'll be
Deborah
nice.
some flowers.
We'll be nice.
Bring Deborah some flowers. will you?
Hey, listen, I'm gonna tell you this. If you guys are scared of some Post-it notes and some spray paint on your street, just imagine how I feel every day of my life. Let's be real. We don't vandalize nobody's property. If you're scared of some Post-it notes being left on your porch and some spray paint being left on the street and not even touching your property, if that's what you're afraid of, you shouldn't be a city council member, because just imagine how afraid I am every day I walk down the street. I ain't gotta worry about one of these racist ass cops killing me. So if you're scared of some spray paint and a little bit of some Post-it notes with ink on them, you shouldn't be a Seattle City Council member, period. And that's it. You should not be a public servant if you're scared of the public putting Post-it notes on your doorstep. That's it. I think we're ready to roll.
I'll try the flower way. I'll try the flower way if she comes to us.
Oh, well, like a bouquet of flowers. Not some dead flowers.
No, that would be good. No, they'll die later, but like I'll bring them to you back. They always do. That's why I like plants, because you know you can keep them alive.
gonna show you the true meaning of beating your feet to the streets. The real, true definition of beating your feet to the streets. We're gonna show you. We are gonna show you. Don't worry, Mr. Strauss. You are gonna get a full experience. Black Lives Matter. Black Lives Matter.
Nah, she's looking for a kid.
Sorry. TK. Apologies.
You ain't gotta ask for no water over here. You just come grab it. Family, love, unity. Oh, no. Listen, that water's for everybody. Just because you're a council member don't mean nothing, man. You still entitled to some water, man. You still a human being. I'm trying to be treated as fairly as you are. I'm trying to have the same equitable property as you have, man. Like, equality. I'm trying to have my own equity.
Yo, where's your mask?
Yeah, put your mask on.
Oh, I was just hitting my date.
Yeah. I'm just on the floor.
Oh, he gassy.
I know.
But you know what I'm saying, man? I'm trying to have the same privilege you have. I'm trying to have the same type of privilege you have. So, of course, you're entitled to some water. Right. Don't worry, our cars will have them anyway.
Yeah, really go.
Because there are babies, we are not going to be testing until there are no babies. Can everybody say yes?
Yes.
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 All right. Safety.
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 If there are people out on the streets yelling at us, we do not engage unless you are an organizer or a security police. Also, if there is a car that is coming towards us, we run away from it, not towards it. If there is a gun, we go to the opposite side. So we say, mind my business.
Mind my business.
Mind my business.
Mind my business.
So TK can mind hers.
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 All right. And Tati can mind hers. Also, when it comes to damaging property or anything, if you are not black, do not do that. You are putting our lives at risk by doing that. So please do not do that. I think that's everything.
I'm gonna just say this now for like the people here because some people wouldn't understand this if we say it on the march. Like when we say booty cheeks, it's not nothing perverted. It just means come together. It's just another way. It's catchier. It's catchier than just saying come together. You know. So don't think it's a perverted thing. It's totally normal to say come together in a catchier way. Just so we all have that understanding. Now.
And can we get everybody on the streets?
Off the sidewalk into the streets.
Off the sidewalk into the streets.
Off the sidewalk into the streets.
Off the sidewalk into the street.
We're gonna go over hand signals real quick.
So if I am just holding this up like this, it usually just
Means hold the line, and I will usually yell hold for everyone. Left and right are just the directions. And anytime you see someone put a hand signal up in front of you, make sure you put that hand signal up as well, because not everyone can see my light from all the way in the back. So you putting up your hand signal for the safety of everybody in the group. If we do this, it means quiet down the group. I'm missing one. What's the one I'm missing? Can everyone do those hand signals?
slow down.
Stop with your hand is gonna look like this. I'll hold up my light. That's perfect. Everybody did it right. Left and right are literally just left and right. Y'all are doing amazing. And then yes, tighten up and booty cheeks, get together. That's all of them. Y'all got it. Perfect.
That means also from the front, get together to the back, and like this side. So it's like,
It's a whole box.
Tighten up.
Slow
Get it right. Get it right.
down. If I go like this, that means slow down a little bit. Like moving it. Got it?
Got it.
All right, let's roll.
Whose lives matter?
Black lives matter.
Whose lives matter?
Black lives matter.
We said FPG how much?
50% at least.
We said FPG how much?
50% at least.
Whose lives matter?
Black lives matter.
Whose lives matter?
Black lives matter. To black community. To black community. Black lives matter. Black lives matter.
be a coward.
Don't be a coward.
You got the influence, you got the power to close the new youth jail. Don't be a coward.
Those who repeat after me when it goes, you have the influence. You have the power. Go to the youth jail. Don't be a coward. You have the influence. You have the power. Go to the youth jail. Don't be a coward. You have the influence. You have the
Swagger Brand 1.
Swagger brand. Okay.
That's my Twitter handle. Let me link you to this. Swagger Brand number 1.
Brand like B-R-A-N-D. Okay.
It's hard to say that one last letter when there's a big noise. I don't know why. Hold on. Who's that letter? Who's that letter? Who's that letter? Who's that letter? Educate your friends. Educate your friends. Educate your family. Educate your family. Educate your neighborhood. Educate your neighborhood. Educate your friends. Educate your friends. Educate your family. Educate your family. Educate your neighborhood. Educate your neighborhood. Black lives matter. No cops. No KKK. No racist USA. No cops. No KKK. No racist USA. I said no cops. No KKK. No racist USA. No cops. No KKK. No racist USA.
Well, there you have it. Once again, another day, another protest. It seems like they do this every day. If anybody wants to see more, it's Swagger Brand 1. Swagger Brand 1, and you'll find out more about what's going on in this town. I'll tell you what, it's something else. You talking about these kids?